everyone. So excited. Okay, so I think you guys should have gotten through it by now, so I'm hoping you guys will be able to get on here and watch this replay. This is just an introduction. Today we are starting the foundations, which is basically the full certification. So most of you that are in here are doing the full cert. You're not doing, you're not going to be, just only doing foundations. However, if you find yourself in this group and you haven't signed up yet and you're wondering what all this is about, I'm going to encourage you. You can actually just join foundations for a pretty good discount. So it's a $500 course that you can get for $300. You can go back to Ignite Academy. So this is a cohort that you're in right now, and you can go back to Ignite Academy on Facebook and actually get the discount code there for just foundations. However, it's far better discount if you do them combined. So if you want to do the full certification, you can take it for, you can literally take 10 years to get through it if you want. Hopefully, I would think that would be the case. But you have lifetime access to everything, and it's only $1,000. It's normally $2,000. So I'm excited to get started. I've already completed Mod 1, but today is the start day, so that means you have a week to complete it. But I'm going to tell you it's not very long. So if you've finished it, finish it and move on. It will only take about 3 hours to get through all of the content. You read and listen to some stuff and watch a few things, and it's great content, you guys. Very good content. And there'll be things that'll be updated. So I know right now we can see that they kind of made a mistake on the questions, that there's 9 questions, but technically only 7 because 2 of them are the same. They were repeated twice. It's very easy. Those of you guys, the first test, it's just a really kind of review. I know so many of you people are already fully blown into essential oils and you probably know some of this stuff, but don't be alarmed if you go back and find that the test has changed, because I'm sure Jade will catch that at some point and add some different questions in there. But congratulations for those of you guys who've gone through it already, but do know that Mod 1 is easy, okay? And I have had some questions as to how long is this going to take? Just know you're back in school, but it's reading. It's reading and listening and watching. There's a few different things that are there for you to learn. They're phenomenal, good stuff, lots of good stuff. So you're going to ask as many questions as you can or have. Obviously, don't ask questions that are obvious, but try to go in and see things that are things that maybe we all are questioning. And so one of them that's coming up, that I'm going to just cover right now, which you guys will go through this, and I want to maybe preemptively help you navigate this, is the whole compliance thing. Because as you're reading this, you might be prone to think, crap, they're really talking non-compliantly. You have to remember this is a school. They don't sell essential oils. So just like Life Science Publishing or any third party that is able to talk about essential oils, they can talk about them as much as they want from a non-compliant perspective. Now, compliance with the FDA has to do with me selling and making a disease claim to a client. As an aromatherapist, if I was a full-blown certified aromatherapist, which we will all be after the full certification course through Aroma Scholars, you have to remember that that getting into this from a compliance perspective, even as a certified aromatherapist, we have to be compliant. And compliance is a good thing. They are our friends. The FDA is there for us, to help us, to benefit us, not to be a wet blanket. So anyhow, I'm so excited that you guys are here. If you would like to just follow along and hear some of the questions, hear some of the stuff that we talk about, I think a lot of people are saying that this isn't really duplicable and that's a problem. I don't think it is. You guys, I really think that the majority of you that are on here are not new distributors. You're not people who are new and thinking oh great, now I have to be certified. No, you're on here because you're probably a leader in your organization at some level that really desires deeper education. And if you're not a leader, you're somebody who maybe wants to become one, and this is that kind of stepping stone for you that needs more meat, So I'm really excited to have you here, to be a partner with you, alongside you, going through this first cohort with you. And I think that being on Facebook will work. I'm getting used to seeing questions. I don't know if I missed any, so I'll go back and answer them. But do know that that's a big deal as far as what we're doing here. This will show you what you need to do, and yes, you do need to do 5 case studies. So start doing them now. You learned how to do them in the French aromatherapy class. If you haven't taken that, just skip to the end of this course, and you'll actually get there's a paper that you can print out that gives you all the questions that you have to do for like an intake form. You're totally fine from an educational standpoint to do this, okay? I do this with my customers all the time. I just call it oil mapping. And taking it from a holistic standpoint, I really want you guys to do this because it's very important to understand things. And I get that we're looking at like disease claims or like tell me more about your body and what you're doing. You can ask those questions, you guys. You can actually have somebody tell you everything that's going wrong with them. I want people to tell me everything. I had a girl today call me and say, I'm doing this whole thing where I'm trying to like detox from something and I'm having the worst headaches. And I'm like, well, how much water are you drinking? And she said, well, not much, like maybe 30 ounces a day. And I'm like, well, how much do you weigh? And she said like 250 pounds. And I'm like, oh, girlfriend, you're just having a dehydration headache. You know, she blamed it on something completely different. And I'm like, no. So this is stuff that we need to remember, that we're learning about. You know, we want to like kind of incorporate life and understanding. And it's not just like all about oils, okay? I would start, some of you guys who already know about your case studies. So the question was, should we start our case studies now or wait? What you will want to do is make sure that you are, if you know how to do them, meaning you took the French class, go ahead and start your case studies. If you don't, just skip to the part where it explains them. It actually gives you good detail on how to do a case study. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. So just go ahead and start. Because the problem with the case studies, and I'm seeing with the people who took the French class that did the case studies, is like waiting for people to get back to them, and it's a pain. So it's better to do one on yourself. So that's number one. Like I have 3 people in my household. I could do 3 right there and then find 2 friends or my mom and my sister, you know, people who I know have oils. I don't want to be like supplying them with a bunch of product. But you know, you might need to make some stuff like tinctures or some medicine balls, as they called them in the French course. I mean, you might need to make a few things. I don't know. We're all going through this together, okay? All right, so I just wanted to get on here and say, yay, happy May. Many of you have not purchased the course yet, meaning you're waiting until the end of the month. We have this discount good through the end of the month. And so, of course, we'll always ask for an extension, but we can't guarantee it. We got this discount, so please remember that we got this discount because I guaranteed that 100 of you would sign up, and I think only about 50 have signed up so far. So please make sure we make good on that commitment so we look good to the school, so the school still loves us. I know they do. I don't think they ever would fall out of love with us. We've been very good to them. Like, they've literally been floored at how sweet you guys all are and how awesome you are. So can we use the same case? I don't think so. You might call the school about that. I doubt it. I mean, this is a class. You know, that would be like cheating. So, yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I would do new ones. Or you can take the people that you did and maybe do something else so that you already have all the intake information and start with a different treatment. And I know that we're calling it treatment, and I think some of you are really wary about that. But remember, this is an educational only thing, and that's okay. You are not, I do not want you doing this on a new customer, okay? Please do not. Yeah, and that's fine. So some of you guys who are trying to sign up next week or whatever, we wanted this to kind of go through the end of the month so that you guys have time to catch up. But you can watch the videos and see what we're learning and get excited. This module did not take very long, so I encourage you just to do it and then start on the next one, because the next one I've given a couple weeks for, and I don't actually have it in front of me, but I've given you guys a timeline of how we're doing it. So I'm going to go back in and post like, this took me 3 hours to do. And the rest of you are welcome to do that too. If you felt, you know, like you'd like to give a general idea of how long it took, that's helpful for other students coming in. So, and you can invite people into this cohort. Again, this is open education. This is not like secret by any means. And that's okay. You know, I want people to get the education even if they can't afford it, meaning like they can follow along and probably get quite a bit from what we're talking about. But I just loved all the history of essential oils and all the stuff that we learned. You know, I mean, there's just such great stuff in Mod 1. So I'm excited to have you on there. I'm going to keep these to under 10 minutes so that I don't bore you to death. But I'm going to make sure that I look at all the questions from this week, and then I'll probably do it Friday instead of next week so that we can just move forward with the next module. Okay, so thanks, you guys. I look forward to seeing you, and yay, happy start day. Okay, we'll talk soon. Bye, guys. Oh, I keep thinking it's Facebook. I keep like swiping down, or not Facebook. What is it called? I don't even know anymore. Periscope. Whew. Bye.